Hey, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new Webisode. I'm in my office. It's Sunday. I just got back from church. Great service this morning, by the way. I hopped online a second ago and was looking at the coverage of Hurricane Irene. It would appear the media overhyped all of this. I'm shocked. Look, I get it. I understand. You can't don't mess with Mother Nature. You can't mess with Mother Nature. Or perhaps it's best to say, a little bit of overhyping on something that could cause a ton of damage isn't necessarily a bad thing. Look at what happened with Hurricane Katrina, for crying out loud. I mean, that one dissipated when it landed on shore. Nobody predicted the levees were going to break, and we had the total devastation of what happened after that. So, in terms of the media coverage, hyping it, okay, I'll accept a level there of overhype. But ultimately, what does it come back down to? And this is the cool thing. What does it come back down to? It comes back down to individuals making decisions that are best for them and their businesses. That's the one thing I loved about the coverage, is the media seemed so shocked when people were like, well, I'm not going anywhere. Look, I don't think you should go out and stand on the beach as a hurricane is coming ashore, but people need to make a decision for their own whether or not they're going to try to evacuate or leave behind. And that's up for the individuals to make. It was funny to me to watch the media talking about people won't leave. Oh, everyone's freaking out. Well, you know what? Then they've made their bed and they need to lie in it. That's just the reality of when you're in a circumstance like the one that we were in. But I was looking at some of the headlines and it was like, wow, that was it. Now it's just a tropical storm. The one thing, and I'll cover this on the show this week, somebody was saying global warming was responsible for this. These guys have got nothing left on the global warming front. Nothing. It's hurricane season. Hurricanes happen. No more. You can't predict how frequent or infrequent they're going to happen. We were supposed to have a hurricane season last year of untold proportions, and it was nothing. So we get our first one, and it happens to go in an area that hasn't been hit by a major one in like 7 years, and now it's all about global warming. These guys are hanging on to they're grabbing on to anything they possibly can to push this hoax, and it's getting to the point where it's become a parody of itself. Al Gore's been out lately, and it's funny how he only shows up when he's got something that he can grab onto, like weather. Comments that he's making about how it's immoral to challenge him on global warming, and these guys got nothing. It's falling apart around them. And they've made billions off of it over gullible individuals and companies that were worried that the government was going to come in and regulate them more so they better adopt some green changes before the government comes in and forces them to go and do it. I won't say it's unbelievable, because it's not unbelievable. I don't put anything past these guys anymore, but the public's not buying it. And I said this a long, long time ago, and this isn't John, you're great. It's just, look, it's common sense. Once it affected people's pocketbooks, the truth would set them free. And what I mean is, this recession has been so bad. The policies under the Obama administration that have made matters even worse in the past 3.5 years have hit people in their pocketbooks. Melinda's vacuuming, can you hear? So professional of me, I know. Have hit people in their pocketbooks. And once people realize, you know what, I can't pay for all this green garbage, they'll actually start paying attention to what the truth is. Because being green is really expensive, and a lot of it is a complete waste of money. Most of it is a complete waste of money. Common sense. And something that I've always said on the show is that, I understand and I agree with people that are concerned about the environment. We shouldn't just go out and start mowing down trees and leaving trash in the streets. We recycle here in the house, even though I even consider that a bit of I think there's some purpose in it if it's done right, but even then it's not doing anything to save the planet. But hey, we're doing our part and we are recycling. But I've always said all along, those that care about the environment, our open spaces, our forests and all that, would be best to get off the global warming bandwagon and just adopt things that are practical. And we do that as a country. We do a very good job of preserving our natural history, our parks, and I like going and taking advantage of it as well. I mean, yesterday I took the boys up to Mount Levin to Mount Lemmon. And I forgot, just because I hadn't been up in the mountains in a while, I forgot how nice it was to just go up into the mountains and hang out for a bit and enjoy nature for a little while and spend some quiet time with the boys away from technology for a bit. So, Hurricane Irene turned out not to be much, which just means the next one, when they start overhyping it, people's going to go, and that's when people end up getting hurt, because then they don't pay enough attention to it. But hey, rugged individualism, personal responsibility, you make your bed, you lie in it, there you go. Looking forward to this week's worth of shows, this week's worth of workouts. Ooh. Okay, I'm not quite there yet, with Danny Soliot over at Evolution Fitness. And thanks for watching. More webisodes later on this week. And don't forget to go by my Facebook and follow me on Twitter, John, Jon Justice. Thanks for watching. Bye.